Good afternoon and welcome to the Silverstein iCenters Arena in Independence. Today's Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week, boys Class 4 state quarterfinal basketball as Southeast takes on the defending state champions of Grandview. Hi everybody, Kevin Wyke along with Michael Watson and Dion Clisso. Welcome to the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week right here on Spectrum Sports. We got Grandview trying to go back to the Final Four and win another championship, and Southeast just trying to make some history.
Yeah, Grandview, the season team, defending state champs. Southeast coming out of nowhere, so Grandview can't overlook them, or it's going to be a long afternoon for the Bulldogs.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile, and we take a look at the point guard for Southeast, Martavian Jones.
Yeah, Martavian Jones is the engine. He plays all 5 positions for the Knights, and if he has a big game, watch out, averaging 21 points, 6 boards, and 6 assists. The ball is going to be in his hands a lot of the times this afternoon.
And for Grandview, they've got DeAndre Sorrells, a great three-point shooter.
Yeah, Sorrells is really the engine, the little engine that could for Grandview, averaging 16 points and 4 assists. Has some bigs he can drop it off to, but when the game is on the line, the ball is going to be in his hands.
Grandview and Southeast, who goes to the Final Four in 2019? It's the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. We're back with the starting lineups and opening tip right after this. Our national anthem at the Silverstein iCenters Arena in Independence, about ready for basketball. Class 4 boys basketball, followed by the Class 4 girls basketball between Lincoln Prep and the Kearney girls. So that should be a very good one coming up after this one's done. Lineups being introduced to the crowd here as there's Martavian Jones. Michael mentioned he's probably going to win the IL Player of the Year. What a story he's been with this team. Grandview winning the state championship last year, 28-3 last year, and no letdown, 26-2 this year. And Coach Morris, tell you what, he had a lot of guys coming back, and then he added that freshman, Taj Manning, at 6'6", but he said the keys were Boston and Manning's development. Boston came off their bench last year, and Manning was just a freshman, but they've developed, and they've only lost twice this year. They did not lose a conference game as they won their conference. Once again, the Suburban Blue, they won their district at Pleasant Hill, and then they won their state sectional game. It was a close one against Ray South at Lee Summit North.
I just wonder how they remember all the handshakes, because it's like 15 different handshakes. So you know they have to be focused. They're probably good students too. You can remember all that stuff, man. You gotta be locked in.
Now the Southeast Knights, a great story out of the Interscholastic League. Michael, they've won 3 straight. And they're 24-4. We saw them in the Fog Allen Invitational back in December. They got 3rd in that tournament, but they won the Kearney tournament. And this is a team that can be very dangerous, and I talked to their coaches. You don't see a lot of size, but you see a lot of heart.
Yeah.
And if they get down to the defending state champs, they will not give up.
They won't give up. They let it fly. They play loose. Coaches ask one thing of them: make sure you lock in defensively, and we can do what we need to do. And they're not lacking in confidence. So, state champs put on upset notice.
Your officials for today's quarterfinal game: Tim Bishop, Darren Banner, and Landon Gray. Grandview, the home team in white. Southeast from the Interscholastic League, the away team, they will wear the black jerseys with the blue numerals. It'll be Camto Easy at 6'6", going against 6'3", Jaden Jones. And already you see the size difference. Grandview has the size advantage, and they win the opening toss.
Grandview's going to come out in man-to-man. Force Grandview, Southeast will come out in man-to-man. Force Grandview to go inside and see what they got.
Camto Easy out to Boston. Grandview averaging 66 points per game. Boston cut off at the baseline, but finds a teammate in the paint and draws the foul. That's Camto Easy fouled. And the foul coming up on Jaden Jones for the Knights.
Well, good help defense rotating on the baseline for Southeast, but you have to make sure the opposite man is covering down because Grandview is great at interior passing.
Easy headed to Maryville University in St. Louis, and Sorrells from the right wing buries our first point, take three-pointer.
Leave him open, and Grandview's out there 2-2-1 full court press. You can't leave him open. You got to account for the leading scorer for the Bulldogs.
Grandview known for that 2-2-1 pressure. Here's Dodie Day Patterson to a cutting Jones. Reverse layup good.
And there you go. That's how you make them pay. Attacking the zone, attacking the press, and then finishing with easy layups.
Here's the coach's son into the paint, and a charge is called on Reggie Morris Jr.
Morris has to be under control, but that last time on the floor, Southeast did a great job once they broke the press. Nice pass by Dodie and a nice reverse layup from Jones.
Checking in will be Jermaine Yarborough. Reggie Morris Jr. checking out. Goes right to the trainer. He was a little shaken up after that charge foul. Here's Dodie Day Patterson blocked on the inside. Jones going back up, missed it. Ahead to Sorrells. He tried an alley-oop, and Martavian Jones slapped it out of bounds.
Great job by Martavian Jones getting back. Sorrells trying to go for the alley-oop, but take a look at it right here. Sorrells sees the trailer, and look how high Martavian gets up for the block.
Boston for three. Elijah Wan, Boston.
That's what Boston can do. They're right there in the corner. Knock it down.
Foul called on Southeast in the backcourt.
Well, you got to account for the person furthest from the ball, and Southeast didn't do that. And right there makes him pay. Boston with the three.
Jermaine Yarborough just adds to the size factor, a 6'5" player. As Reggie Morris Jr. out of the lineup. Got hit in the nose. And looks like he's coming back in the game fairly soon here. This is the freshman Manning. Here's Yarborough. Off glass and good. Jermaine Yarborough.
Nice step through by the big. Under control, nice poise, and laying it up.
And we get a timeout for Coach Carney and Southeast early as this team down 8-2 early on. And I think Carney is upset with his team and how they're handling that backcourt pressure there.
Yeah, they're not getting into their positions. They're just aggressive. You want to get the ball into the middle of the floor. And it's like the Southeast players are leaving the ball handlers to go 2-on-3. So you have to make sure you set up the press breaker correctly. But the last bucket by Grandview, nice drop off down low to Yarborough. Nice job of splitting the trap and laying it up off the glass.
Well, one thing about Grandview in that very close loss to Raytown South, they had no threes in the game. They already have 2 threes in this one. And I asked Coach Morris, when's the last time he had a game where you guys didn't hit any threes? He couldn't remember. So,
yeah. So
they've got 2 threes in the book. And Southeast only has 1 basket. Their first basket, I think I might have said Jones on that basket. That was Andre Parks actually hit the first basket for Southeast on the reverse layup. And here's Martavian Jones for 3 off the back iron. Parks saving it back into play. And it's hustled down by Sorrells, then stolen by Dodie Day Patterson.
And Dodie.
And he's fouled as he works up the court.
Dodie did a good job of getting back in the defensive transition. Sorrells just lost his footing a little bit.
Foul was on Boston, his first. Here's Rashad Wilson, the best three-point shooter for the Knights. You got Yarborough on Dodie Day Patterson. Now Patterson, who's an attacking player, gets in the corner.
Nice.
Rashad Wilson with the three.
We've seen him light it up. Had a game with him with Crispin early this year, and he can shoot from anywhere on the floor. Nice catch and shoot from the corner that time to put Grandview to within 3.
45 threes on the year. Rashad shoots 33% from downtown. Lob it inside, and that's a good high-low play to Yarborough from easy.
Yeah, it was a good job using the high-low action. You got 3, 6, 5, 6, 6 on the floor for Grandview. Southeast is going to have to account and keep a body on the bigs.
Here's Andre Parks. It's an interesting matchup. Patterson against Yarborough. See if Doty tries to drive. Now the steal by Easy. Back the other way. Bank shot, no. And the ball tipped out of bounds. And it'll go to Southeast.
Southeast trying to keep it close. Good penetration and kick over to the corner for the nice three-point bucket. If you're on the other end, you know Grandview's going to use their size. Good high-low action, inside out, Yarborough with the bucket.
Beating that 2-2-1. Instead, there'll be a traveling violation, and we'll go the other way. The Knights with a turnover. How do you beat the 2-2-1 Grandview pressure? And that is long pressure.
That's what it is.
Long arms in it.
That's what it is. They cover a lot of ground with that size, and Coach Moore is using that size to his advantage on the defensive end as well.
Now the steal by Wilson. Rashad Wilson with 5 early points.
That's that defense of Southeast. The Knights not letting up. You said it earlier. Doesn't matter how hard they're down or how far they're down. They're going to stay battling.
Here's Sorrells down the baseline to Boston. Had it poked from behind. Loose ball in the paint. And we get a timeout by Southeast after they recovered the fumble. Looked like a football play out there, Michael, but Southeast will have the ball trailing by 3.
He would have just held on to it. The jump ball, the arrow was in their favor, but good job by Southeast on the defensive end. Nice steal on the play by Wilson with the layup. You see the shield off by Jones for the bucket. That's how they're going to stay in the game. They're going to have to make sure they get defensive pressure, get steals, and get easy buckets into transition, because if they allow Grandview to set up in the half court, it's going to be a long game.
There you see the assistant coaches for Coach Carney. Blaine Marshall. That guy has so much passion for basketball. And DeAndre Campbell, the assistant coach. His little brother played for Ray South and almost beat Grandview, but assistant coaches don't get a lot of love. But Coach Marshall, I tell you what, he puts his heart and soul into it.
He really does. He is full of energy from tip to the end in practice on the weekends. Known these guys for a long time, and it's great to see them and see Southeast from the Interscholastic League this far in the playoffs.
Got an official at the scorer's table straightening something out. It'll be Southeast basketball. As officials talk it over. Mind you, coming up next, the girls Class 4 quarterfinal game, and we got another IL school, Lincoln Prep, Rich Atkins' team taking on Kearney. That should be a very good ball game, and then the Class 5 games will take place after this one. We got the boys game, William Chrisman and Lee Summit North. Girls game, North Kansas City, Lee Summit West. Let's check in with the third member of our broadcast team. We've got Dion Clisso.
Well, guys, this is a great day, but you see these guys taking the ball to the basket. There is so much length and leaping ability out here. Nothing is easy when you go to the hoop, so a kick-out game is going to be key for both teams.
Grandview back in their 2-2-1 full-court press. Southeast easily breaks, and let's see how they work on the offensive end.
Reggie Morris Jr. back out there. He's got cotton in his nose as he got hit in the nose as he was called for a charge earlier in the first quarter. See if they can get Jones going. Martavion, good defense by Sorrells. Good defense overall by Grandview.
Yeah, they're just packing it in and daring Southeast to shoot. Good help defense.
And driving and drawing the foul is Martavion Jones. No, they say the official at the baseline said it was going to be a charge on the Southeast player. I thought the initial call from the out official was a foul on Grandview, but then the baseline official overruled him and said it was the first foul on Martavion Jones.
That was a bad call. He should have stayed with the first call.
That's Taj Manning, the young freshman at 6'6". What upside for this young guy for Grandview. And Boston with his second foul. Now he might have to leave the lineup, but they just get bigger as Yarborough will check in now.
Not a smart foul by Boston. So far away from the basket, you just need to cut off the baseline instead of extending your arms and getting called for the foul.
Here's Rashad Wilson with a floater off glass. Got it over Easy's long reach there. He's got 7 first quarter points.
Well, Southeast is all they want to do is stay close to Grandview, understanding, hey, as long as we're close, we got a chance.
And their leading scorer, Jones, hasn't scored yet for Southeast. And Martavion nearly got the steal there.
Good defense right here. Wilson right up the middle over Easy off the glass for the score. 12-9, Grandview up 3.
Wilson, tough defense. He is a very good defender as they get inside to Easy, and he is pushed and fouled. Camco Easy to shoot free throws here for Grandview. 6'6" senior forward, all-conference, all-district. Mentioned that he's going to Maryville University in St. Louis to play college basketball. Camco at 62% on the year, foul shooting. Averages 12 points, 5 rebounds, leads the team in block shots. This is a pair, Southeast with the rebound.
This is where they're at their best, transition.
Jones tried a 3, partially blocked. I think it was Yarborough that had a piece of that one.
So athletic.
And now the steal. This is Vegas Bradley into the game. Gets the steal, got it right back, and he's right into the scorebook. His birth name is Tyreek Bradley. They call him Vegas.
Call him
From
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Because he's lucky as well. Ball fell right into his hand. Cookies right there on the play, Jones.
And he is fouled by Sorrells. So the defense stepping up now for Southeast.
Well, you can't play around with the basketball. We got Jones out there, a great defender. He can score as well, but Southeast is doing exactly what they want to do. Get in the passing lane, causing steals. Right here, Vegas causing the steal, gets it right back and lays it up for the easy bucket.
Martavion had 20 points in their state sectional win. He leads the team in scoring at 21 per game. Michael said he's the leading candidate for IL Player of the Year, but the free throws aren't going down here for both teams.
Yeah, got to knock those down. Every point counts if you're the Knights.
Kenneth Beals in the lineup for Southeast wearing that big knee brace, defending out on the perimeter. 3 no good by Morris. Camco Easy with the offensive rebound and stick back.
That's one thing you can't teach is 6'6". Out there standing on the glass, keeping it alive for the bucket.
Beals finding Parks with a turnaround, and it rims out.
Yeah, Parks had a tough time handling that basketball. Probably had an easier layup, but fumbled it.
Sorrells. And a reach-in foul on Martavion Jones. That's 2 now on Martavion, and Coach Carney looked at him and said,
hey,
be smart here.
You're not coming out the game. You got to play smart basketball.
Winding down the first quarter, Sorrells into the paint, lost the handle, ball on the deck, and we've got a foul. Let's see who the foul is. The players don't even know, and it's going to be on Camto Easy for Grandview.
He knew it was on. He asked, was it on me? That's when you know it's on you, when you ask the official who was it on. Southeast doing a good job. Opportunity to tie or be down 1. You gotta handle the basketball.
Beals the turnover. Morris back the other way, attacking the right side. No, stick back is good by Manning. As the clock will wind out on your first quarter, and Grandview will enjoy a 5-point lead at the end of 1 in Missouri State quarterfinal action for Class 4. As you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week right here on Spectrum Sports. The Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official sponsor of High School Spirit. Good crowd here at the Silverstein iCenters Arena in Independence. And at the end of 1, Grandview leads it by 5, 16-11. Your first quarter thoughts?
Yeah, Southeast doing a great job of attacking the defensive end of things with Grandview, but Grandview is using their size and length and athleticism to keep the ball alive on the offensive board. So Southeast is going to have to box out, not allow second chance opportunities, and allow their defense to keep them in this game.
The Southeast basketball to start the second quarter. It'll be Jones, Wilson, Bradley, Patterson, and Clark. Grandview lineup: Morris, Easy, Manning, Sorrells, and Yarborough. Elijah Juan Boston continues on the bench with 2 fouls. Taking it inside is Jones, rejected by Manning, the freshman.
That's that size advantage for Grandview. Looks like you have it, but they close it off so well.
Jones tips it out of bounds. It'll stay with Grandview. When you take it inside, Michael, they've got 3 bigs that can swat your shot here.
Yeah, you beat 1, and here comes the help. Manning that time, timing it well with the block. Martavion playing with 2 fouls, has to be smart.
Yarborough, bucket out of the corner. This guy has come off the bench, Michael, and given him some good minutes. Got some good defensive plays and has 6 first-half points. Back the other way, and we got a whistle and a foul coming up on Grandview.
Yarborough, athletic, 6'6", long, but he can also do this. Good kick out by Sorrells. Yarborough sets himself, nice-looking stroke. Nothing but the bottom of the net for the 6'6" player from Grandview.
Easy just got his second foul as the block by Easy this time on Parks.
They are so long.
They look like a college basketball team. I said that to you when you came in the arena. Ball tipped off the leg of Bradley. It'll stay with Grandview. Yeah, the scouting report on Grandview, they got size, they've got speed, they've got good guards. So a lot of people, they won the state championship last year. They thought, well, they're an easy choice to win it again this year. But one slip up, Michael, on the way to Springfield, and your season ends. It's easier said than done, as Grandview found out against Ray South. As here's Reggie Morris Jr. with the 3.
Nice inside-out work from Grandview in the lead up to 10. Southeast has to be smart, get a bucket here to stop the bleeding.
Patterson put it off the glass, got his own miss. Now we'll circle out and reset the offense. Doty going to attack the left side and draws the foul.
Well, Grandview does a great job of moving the basketball. You see Morrison right here, goes inside but didn't stay standing. Moves, goes as low as the ball, and nice pass from Yarborough out to Morris, who knocks it down. Good looking stroke out of the corner.
Foul was on Reggie Morris Jr. and Dodie Day Patterson will shoot free throws now for Southeast, averaging 72% in a 1-and-1 situation. Hits the front end. This guy, Michael's their second leading scorer, left-hander, returning starter, and a very good player. That backcourt of Patterson, Jones, and Wilson. That is the strong suit for the Southeast Knights out of the Interscholastic League, but Grandview has all that size.
They really do, but Southeast, this is where they're at their best. Setting up full court press.
Ahead to the freshman Manning, the bucket and the foul as Jones picks up his second. As Taj Manning, the 6'6" freshman, folks, ninth grader, averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds, will try to complete the three-point play.
Coach Morris has some horses at his disposal. It's good if you have one person on your team who's 6'5" or 6'6" in high school. They have 3.
Jones got the rebound and found a teammate. Here comes the Knights, and now they call an offensive foul on Dodie Day Patterson.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either, Kevin. He did a good job of keeping his elbow in. Take a look at it right here. His right hand, he keeps it in a little bit. That's a basketball play you play on from that one. Officials at time calling it.
Elijah Boston back in for Grandview. Ball tipped out. Last touch by Morris Jr. That'll be a Bulldog turnover.
Southeast is how they're going to get in the game, stay in the game, and get in the game is defensive pressure.
Aeneas Warner is checked in. Here's Jones from downtown. The three is off the back iron, and the ball goes back over to Grandview. How much is the shooting environment, Michael? At a high school gym, you don't have like loads of space behind the backboards. You just have a brick wall usually, or a wall behind you.
Yeah, it's real different. And you see here the lights are low in the back, so that backdrop looks a little further when you're shooting inside of arenas, but not for Sorrells. It's just fine.
His second three, he's got 6 points. Young man wants to study business. When he gets to college, he's a D1, D2 prospect. Very good student. As the fouls continue to mount up, the whistle's really blowing here at the Silverstein Eye Center's arena. As we got Dodie Day Patterson back to the foul stripe.
Going to the free throw line for Southeast, Dodie Day Patterson, 1-1.
This will be another 1-and-1 for Dodie Day Patterson, who's a track athlete and also a football wide receiver in the fall. Wants to play college football eventually. Averages 13 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals per game.
Grandview on a 12-4 run here so far in the second quarter. And Morris is going for more as he gets fouled going to the bucket.
Take it to the rim, draw the whistle, and shoot free throws for Reggie Morris Jr. Now 17 fouls on Southeast, 8 on Grandview. As we take a look at the coach's son, junior guard Reggie Morris Jr. Carney talking to the men with the whistles. There's been a few fouls called here in the first half, no question about it. You've seen both coaches talking with the referees in this game.
Southeast has to get something going to close out this half. Last 5 minutes, still a lot of time to cut into this lead to try to get it under 10 before halftime to stay within striking distance of a really good Grandview Bulldog team.
The defending state champs. Patterson lost the handle. Turnover Southeast. Numbers for Boston and the Grandview Bulldogs. The ball is Well, Boston says it was tipped out of his hands. The official says he lost it out of bounds. It'll go back to Southeast.
Southeast did a good job getting back in the transition after the steal. Boston penetrates.
Well,
nope.
Trying to work it inside, and once again, Maximus McCree checking in, a junior, another big guy for the Grandview Bulldogs. He's more of a wide-bodied kid. Still, he's 6'3", 6'4", as here's
there you go.
Parks taking it on the inside with no fear, and he gets the bucket and the foul. Andre Parks, this is a guy that started playing with his team on the second semester and has really played well for this team into the starting lineup. And Parks now, second bucket of the game, can't hit the free throw.
You want to stay close. Make sure you cut it under 10 if you're Southeast, but you got to do it on this end of the floor.
Sorrell's inside. McCree travel with the ball. Will go the other way.
And McCree's checking in the game so far. One foul, one turnover with the walk. Got to get it together, big fella, but that's another luxury. You're bringing him off the bench.
I haven't seen this guy play at any of the district game. I was shocked to see him even in the game. I had to do a double take when Maximus got in. He gets limited minutes, but he's playing here in the first half of a state quarterfinal game. Sorrell's three, no good, but Maximus gets the offensive rebound, so he's contributing. It's just another one of those bigs for Coach Morris. All that size. Here's Sorrell's attacking. And he'll draw the foul on Parks and shoot free throws.
Sorrell stays with his foot on the gas. He'll turn that corner, always looking to score with his head up. That time drawing the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
DeAndre is their best foul shooter at 83%. And I jinxed him. Averaging 16 points, 4 assists.
Doty up high for the rebound.
Here's Doty gonna attack.
Nice.
And the left-hander puts it up and in.
There you go. Good job by Southeast staying in it. Now down by 9. Let's see if they can get a stop with 3:20 remaining in the first half.
Coming up Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights. Here's Boston into the paint. And rebounded away by Bradley, trying to get out of the traffic. Still the leading scorer for Southeast, Michael, has not scored yet. This guy right here, they need to get him going. And he'll shoot some free throws coming up. Martavion Jones as we check in with Dion.
Well, he really did a good job of kind of slow playing that, and then he exploded to the basket. Grandview was just a little loose on the defense, and he just took advantage of it and went right to the hoop. They've got to do more of that, catch Grandview sleeping just a little bit in attack.
And that's all you need to see is Jones knocks down that first free throw. Is the ball going through the basket if you're a scorer. So look for him to take over in his last 2:59. Southeast staying within striking distance with the starters on the floor or in foul trouble for Grandview. This is opportunity for Southeast to cut into this lead.
That was his first point of the game. And a couple of free throws, and quietly the Knights getting back in this one after trailing by as many as 13 here in the first half.
And they're getting it done with defensive stops and not allowing second chance opportunities. Let's see if they can keep that going.
Maximus McCree checking out. The bigs of Easy and Manning, the dual threat. Here's Reggie Morris Jr. with the elbow jumper.
That's a lost art in basketball. It's a pull-up, Jay Morris that time. One dribble pull-up, knocking it down.
Jones from way downtown. Easy right there with the rebound for Grandview.
Not a good shot for Southeast. You can get that anytime in the shot clock. Well, no shot clock, but you can get that anytime in the possession if you're Southeast.
Boston, penetration and kick to Morris Jr. And there's Easy with the offensive rebound out to Reggie Morris Jr. trying to step through a trap and draws the foul. And let's see who they called this on. And it's on Martavion, and that's his third.
His third foul. He'll have to come out of the game now.
1-1 now awarded to Reggie Morris Jr. All tournament 3 times this year. And hit the front end. Here's Rashad Wilson.
Oh.
Swatted away by Easy.
My goodness.
And that was a violent rejection.
Oh my God, he could have caught it with his chin if he wanted to. That's how high he was.
I was worried about our baseline cameraman. That ball got out of the field of play so fast.
Woo. Look like a Serena Williams serve right there. Take a look at it right here. Step through. I got the layup. I got the layup. No, that's exactly what that was like. He could have just caught it.
4 blocks now for Easy. Stick back try, no good. Southeast still fighting hard, and Easy fouling Andre Parks. Tell you what, in the land of the trees, life is not easy for the Knights, but they keep going at them, and they draw the foul with Parks.
Well, they're just having a battle. It's a battle of wills when you're down low playing against these towers. Take a look at the last possession. Right here, I thought this was good, but in and out. Staying with it right there. Battling against the trees. Good up top, but foul down low.
That was Sorrells chipping away down low, the little guard. Andre Parks.
Southeast only down 7. I mean, they're playing well. They're staying close to the defending champions, staying within striking distance. Grandview not able to extend that lead after it got up to 12.
Whistle off the ball, and this one on Dodie Day Patterson. Now this is double bonus time for the Bulldogs. That'll send the freshman Taj Manning to the stripe. Well, Southeast getting into some foul trouble here, Michael. They've already got Martavion Jones, their leading scorer, sitting down with 3. Manning can't hit. It's a 2-shot situation. Somebody jumped the lane too early, but still a 2-shot situation as Maximus McCree checking in for Camto Easy, as they don't want to get a late quarter foul on him. And Michael mentioned it, the Knights hanging around.
They are.
That's what they do.
That's what they do, and that's why they're here. And this guy right here is a great passer. Open 3.
Bradley, is halfway down.
That would have been big. But you got to like how Southeast is playing. Staying close, getting stops, and getting rebounds, limiting the second chance opportunities for the
Sorrells, a deep 3, and that's his third of the game.
Buddy, okay. And a steal.
Reggie Morris tries a 3 after the Grandview steal. They can't convert. The turnover. Here's Rashad Wilson.
Yeah, right back. Ain't cheating, baby. Wilson on the break with the big 3. What an answer for the Knights.
He's their leading scorer with 10 first half points. Rashad Wilson, 5'9" senior guard. 7-point lead in the basketball for Grandview, and the foul committed. That's Roosevelt Thompson, who comes off the bench for Coach Carney with his first personal foul. Tell you what, there's a lot of guys getting time in a state quarterfinal game because we got some foul situations brewing in this game. Well, they say you always have to be ready. No matter if it's a Final Four, championship game, or state quarterfinal game. Sometimes they'll call your number.
That's right. 35 seconds remaining in the half. Let's see if Southeast holds for the last shot.
Caden Jackson in the game for Grandview. They get another block on the inside, but Parks right there to put it back up and in. Andre Parks.
Lead back down to 7. Let's see if Southeast can get a stop. As Sorrells is looking, and he'll hold for the final shot with 10 seconds remaining in the half.
Here's Sorrells. Put it up, left it short, kicked it out. Here's Jackson for 3 off the back iron. McCree had the rebound, and that's halftime. 35-28, the defending state champions of Grandview trying to move to the Final Four, but Southeast out of the Interscholastic League just keeps hanging around. Everybody's got some fouls littered on their score sheet as we check in now with Dion.
I'm here with Coach Reggie Morris from Grandview, and I know in your last game you guys didn't hit any threes, but you're hitting some more today. It seems like you're doing a good job of kicking out from the defensive stop down low. How do you feel like your offense is?
We don't have no continuity at this point because of the aggressiveness of their guards. So we just got to get stronger and get some ball movement and, hopefully get our ball to our big guys in the post. That'll hopefully open up the game for us.
All right, well, good luck rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Dion. And Coach, coming back with Hy-Vee at the half. We've got your first half statistics and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. Getting ready for the start of the second half here in Independence, the Silverstein Eye Centers Arena. Class 4, Missouri boys state quarterfinal basketball. Let's run the first half numbers by you, brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle, and Grandview shooting the ball well from the field, and they also got 5 threes, Michael.
They really do, and playing well. Grandview shooting 54% from the field. But you see the points in the paint, 12 by Southeast and 10. Stuck it in the crack.
That was Camto easy.
It was
and
too easy.
It'll be Southeast basketball.
Man, he put that right in.
Well, now they say there was a foul called. Imagine that. There was a lot of fouls called in the first half, and then we started out with a foul just a few seconds in, and Camto easy to shoot free throws. Camto averaging 12 points per game. He's a 62% foul shooter. Lineup, original starting 5 for Southeast. Jones, Patterson, Wilson, Parks, and Jaden Jones. Southeast, the visitors in the dark uniforms. Quiet first half for Martavion Jones. Here's Parks for 3.
Nice. Oh, man, Parks stepping out, knocking down a 3. And that was unexpected. I don't even think.
No, he shoots threes. He can shoot threes.
He hasn't knocked one down tonight, but that time with the double team on Jones, able to give his team a lift. Morris, he'll shoot a 3. Right
answer
back.
3 by Reggie Morris Jr. That's his second 3 of the ball game. 10 for Reggie. The Grandview lineup, by the way, Morris, Sorrells, Boston, Manning, and Easy. They're in white as Jones was fouled by Reggie Morris Jr. And his father does not like the call. Well, threes falling early in this one, Michael.
Well, good job by Jones taking the double team. And Parker, no hesitation, able to knock that one down. But then right back, Morris off the catch. Sweet three-pointer for the Bulldogs.
After the Southeast turnover, Manning driving inside, fouled by Dodie Day Patterson. And free throws coming up here for the freshman. Manning has struggled from the foul stripe in this game, but normally a 72% foul shooter as he walks away from the line in frustration. Taj in the game now with 7. The lead back to 10 for the defending state champs. Jones playing inside to Clark, and I think that was the 5th block by Easy. Here's Sorrells back the other way, out to Morris Jr. for the 3. And it's rebounded away by Wilson. Off to the races go the Knights. Rashad Wilson rejected at the rim by Manning. Easy with his 6th block.
Man.
Boy, the block party continues for Grandview. Sorrells pull up 3. Yes. Look out, Southeast. And we'll get the timeout by Coach Carney. He's got to stop the momentum. It's all about the Bulldogs right now.
And you got to love it when you got the go green light. But my goodness, the defense, the block party down low for the Bulldogs. Not allowing any easy buckets for Grandview, and then getting in transition. Sorrells with the pull-up 3. My goodness, the Bulldogs playing well. Let's go down to Dion on the sideline.
Well, guys, I'll tell you, that stretch right there just shows us how explosive Grandview is. And really, the coach talked about continuity in their offense, and they did a good job of getting those 2 3-pointers, but really it's the defense right now that's taking it to another level.
All right, thanks, Dion. Let's run some Hy-Vee first half highlights by you here, Michael.
Let's take a look at the highlights from Grandview, and they've been shooting it, knocking it down well from three-point land. Sorrells and Boston with big threes, but answers from the corner. Martin right there knocking down one of his own, and then the easy layup and transition after a steal. But Grandview, Yarborough, so hard to guard right here on the baseline, knocking down the J. And now kicking it out to Morris, the coach's son. You know he's going to have nice form. But right down Main Street comes the Knights for the bucket. It's been back and forth. Sorrells, Martin, 3. Can you match me? Can you match me? No. But right now, Grandview doing a great job, out to a 13-point lead here in the 3rd quarter.
That's their big lead of the first half. As Rashad Wilson can't hit the 3, offensive rebound. We'll get a reset of the offense by the Knights. Another long 3.
There you
by
go.
Jones.
There you go. A shooter got to shoot the ball.
Now we're seeing some pressure by the Knights. Hit ahead to Easy. Step through the defenders. Blocked on the inside. And then he's grabbed on the arm and fouled by Parks.
Well, Martavion Jones hasn't been shooting it particularly well in that first half, but see how deep he is. Doesn't matter. When you cross half court, he's in range.
That's the 4th on Parks, who checks out for Tyreek Bradley. It's a 3rd team foul on Southeast. Elijah Boston for 3. Rebound on the weak side taken by Rashad Wilson. Let's see if the Knights can get on a run here. Jones pull up 3. Yes.
Nice. Jones knocking it down from 3. And just like that, back to within 7 that quick off of 2 Jones 3-pointers.
He is their leading scorer. Had kind of a quiet first half. Only 2 points, but heating up here in the second half is Martavion Jones. More than likely going to win the IL Player of the Year. There's Yarborough, double team. Lob it down low, intercepted, and Easy over the back with a foul.
That was an interception. That was good ball pressure that caused that turnover from Grandview. It doesn't matter who's open off the ball. If you have good ball pressure on the ball, then it can cause turnovers, and that time, that's what happened for Southeast. But take a look at the last couple of 3-pointers from the Knights and Martavion Jones right here from about 30 feet, knocking it down. And when you see one go in the next time down the floor, no one picks you up. You know what? Pull-up game is strong. Knocking down another 3 to pull his team to within 7.
Camto Easy out of the lineup with 3 fouls. Reggie Morris back in. Here's Rashad Wilson with a turnaround.
Oh, man.
Yarborough had the rebound and fouled by Martavion Jones.
That's 4 fouls on Jones.
That is the leading scorer for Southeast. And he gave a head nod to his head coach. Now Coach Carney has a dilemma here. Does he keep his leading scorer out there who's just heating up?
That's tough.
Or does he sit him down and protect him with those 4 fouls?
That's tough. I would have took him out myself, but hopefully he's smart enough to play with 4.
Here's Yarborough, and he is fouled as he lost his footing. They're going to whistle the foul on Jaden Jones. Southeast faithful thought Yarborough traveled there.
They thought right, because it was definitely a travel. Take a look right here. He's moving his feet. No one touches him. He just travels.
Yarborough can't hit from the paint. Here come the Knights quickly back into their offense. Wilson for three.
Yeah,
big bucket.
There you go, right there. The Knights keeping pushing the tempo back to within 4. Grandview cannot get ahead far enough, and a timeout is called.
9-0 run, and the Knights are back in it. Let's check in now with Dion.
Guys, that little run right there, they're hitting those 3-pointers, but Jones did a good job. He's got to be careful driving the ball too, because he can kick up those offensive fouls, and they've called some of these touch fouls out in the middle of the court. He extended his arm a little on that drive, but a fantastic kick and a basket. And you're right, Southeast just hangs around.
Take a look right here. Martavion Jones pushing the tempo, decides to kick it out, and Wilson knocking it down. The 2 guards for Southeast, his 3rd 3-pointer on the night. Good job of avoiding that charge. 4 fouls, has to play smart. Martavion Jones, you see his stats, 8 points, 2 rebounds, but 4 personal fouls. You only get 5 in high school. So Southeast he's gonna have to play smart off the ball.
Grandview running the offense after the timeout, then steal by Martavion Jones. He's gonna go to the rim and lay it up and in. 2-point game.
Martavion Jones, he's heating up. Just like that, down 2, here comes the Knights.
Here's Yarborough. Whoa, and they got him for the travel this time.
Take a look at Southeast. Good job by Jones playing the passing lane, and he's going full court, avoids the charge attempt by Morris for the bucket. They have an opportunity to go ahead or tie on this possession.
Martavion Jones has 8 points in this quarter. Driving in and drawing the foul. Going to be, let's see who this is going to be on. There were 3 Bulldogs surrounding him. They'll give it to Sorrells.
Hey, let me tell you something about this kid right here. If you give him an opportunity to win the game, he's going to win the game 9 times out of 10. He's just that type of player. He's cut with that type of mentality. And so these free throws, knocking down those threes, getting in a transition, for him it's just getting him going. If he can avoid that 5th foul, it's going to be a long 4th quarter, into the 3rd, long 4th quarter for the Bulldogs. He's that kind of player.
9 coming in the second half. Make it 10 in the second half. We got a tie ball game. A 13-0 run. The Southeast Knights will never go away, folks.
And the crowd for Southeast is getting up.
Here's Sorrells to Yarborough.
Oh, man, he's just long. Nice pass. Good answer. Oh, and a foul up the inbounds. Morris fouls Jones.
Backcourt foul on the coach's son. That's 4 on Reggie Morris Jr.
Sorrell's doing a good job dropping off to Yarborough with the 1 bounce and the bucket. And then Morris fouls on the inbounds play. But this is the game that Southeast wanted to play. Keep it close, because they have one of the better finishers in the city. And he'll pull up from deep. Oh, misses that one, trying to put his team ahead.
Yarborough the rebound. Caden Jackson in the lineup now as Morris Jr. sitting down with those 4 personal fouls. So both teams fighting foul jeopardy here in the state quarterfinals. Winner to the Final Four, loser, your season ends here in Independence. Sorrells for 3. Nice rebound by Manning, and the bucket and the foul by the freshman.
Too big, my goodness. Good job. What I love, getting the rebound up high, keeping it up high, and finishing, not bringing it back down for an opportunity to get it stolen. Take a look at it right here. Sorrells misses the 3, keeps it up, puts it back for the bucket. And a big answer by the Bulldogs to go back up 5.
Last foul was on Warner, who's in the game. Aeneas Warner. Here's Dodie Day Patterson going to his strong side, and he is bumped and fouled. It'll be on Jackson for Grandview. Guys in this game, Michael, are 7th, 8th, 9th guys off the bench.
That's right.
We're going to see how good these benches are today.
It's that kind of game. Jones has to be careful driving.
This is Aeneas Warner with a 3.
Knocks it down from the corner. When the attention goes to Jones, he's making the right pass off the drive, and his guys are rewarding him by knocking it down from outside.
The young sophomore with a big bucket. Good passing by Grandview, and Jackson draws the foul underneath. And let's see who the foul was on. And it's going to be on Warner, who just connected on the 3 out of the corner. That'll send Caden Jackson, a player that just became eligible second semester, to the line to shoot 2 now.
Knocks down that first free throw, and it may come down to a free throw shooting contest between these two teams, because we know it's going to be some fouls called the way that's being called this afternoon.
Both teams shoot 70% as a team, so that's a push. Jackson hit 1 out of 2. The lead at 3. Here's Dodie Day Patterson driving, kicking it back to Warner. Pull up from 15 off the back iron, and Manning has the rebound for Grandview.
They had Wilson right there in the corner, wide open, but just missed him. Minute remaining here in this third quarter. A close game. Grandview up 3 after being up as much as 13 in that third quarter.
Only 2 regular starters out there for Grandview, Sorrells and Manning. Here's DeAndre with a 3-ball.
Not a good shot if you're Sorrells. You can get that anytime you want. You got to stay on the attack.
Here's Martavion Jones. This is what he does. Draws the foul as he takes it to the rim, and he'll shoot free throws here. This foul on Caden Jackson, as this guy's had a big third quarter.
Oh, he's had a huge third quarter, not only scoring the basketball, but assisting as well, and his guys are feeding off of him.
Struggle from the foul stripe a bit. Does have 13 points, 11 coming in the quarter, and coach will sit him down with those 4 fouls the remaining few seconds here in the third quarter. Let him catch his breath and put him out there for the fourth quarter, playing very protective basketball with those 4 fouls, I would imagine. As here's Boston all the way to the rim, spins it up there, slides off. Warner tried to save in the corner, and it'll belong to Grandview in their offensive court. They'll throw in from the corner of the baseline, leading by 2, led by as many as 13 in the quarter. Southeast has fought back.
And you see Yarborough trying to talk to Boston, telling him, hey, we don't need that right now. And Boston's upset, but Yarborough's telling him the correct thing. Hey, get a shot, use the shot clock. Don't allow their press to speed you up.
And a foul coming up on Southeast, as that's Roosevelt Thompson in the ball game, committing his second personal. It's a 1-and-1 awarded to DeAndre Sorrells, the senior, 5'10". Mentioned what a good student he was, wants to study business when he gets to the college ranks. .83% foul shooter is the senior guard. He's Grandview's top scorer in the game with 16 points. And look at this. Jones back out there.
That's right.
Well,
20 seconds. That's
how important these last few seconds of the third quarter are to Coach Carney here. his star is back out there.
Every point counts. Let's see if Jones will hold it for the final shot. Screen coming, avoids it, pulls up.
And he gets the 3 points. As the quarter going to wind out with a beyond half-court shot by Boston. Well, Coach Carty rolled the dice. His star with 4 fouls comes in and hits a big 3 to pull his team within 1 here in the Missouri State quarterfinals on Spectrum Sports. And 3's a big part of this game as Martavion Jones, Michael, lit it up in the 3rd quarter and his team within 1 as we're ready for the start of the 4th quarter in the state quarterfinal game.
Well, so impressed with him, not only on the offensive end, but the defensive end as well. And we know he can score buckets, but the way he's getting his teammates involved, I mean, so when it's down to the stretch, everyone has the confidence now that anyone can hit the shot. It's going to be a good 4th quarter.
It'll be Southeast ball. Wilson, Patterson, Warner, Jones, and Bradley. Here's Patterson. Working around the perimeter. Warner with a 3 ball. He has 1 in the game. Can't hit it. Morris got the rebound. Here comes Grandview. They've got Sorrells, Boston, Morris, Easy, and Manning. So they're back to their original starting 5. Not the case for Southeast.
And Jones has to be smart, playing on the post. Oh!
Hamto Easy slamming it home with 2 hands.
That was nice. Nice spin move. Jones has to avoid the foul down here. You see him front and goes side, but avoids it. No help, and he just thunder dunks it for the bucket.
Dodie Day Patterson handling outside, trying to get it to Martavion Jones, who had a 14-point 3rd quarter. He has 16 for the game. Martavion short arms it a little bit, but expect that with those big guys in there. Here's Bradley going off glass. No, Martavion had the offensive rebound. Tried to scrap it out of there. It's stolen by Boston, and he's fouled in the backcourt by Vegas Bradley of Southeast. He's a little shaken up. And we'll go to the other end for a 1-and-1 for Grandview. 2 fouls on Bradley as Elijah Boston, 5'11" senior guard. Fighting foul trouble throughout the night. Honorable mention all-league player. It's the front end of the 1-and-1. 73% foul shooter is Boston. Lead back to 5 after the free throws as Jaden Jones, postman for Southeast, checks in. Warner out of the lineup. For the 5 starters out there for Southeast now as Dodie Day Patterson directing some traffic. Shad Wilson down the baseline with a high floater that dances off. Manning on the weak side has the rebound. Here's Morris Jr. crashing into bodies, got the ball back. That was a lucky bounce there.
A lot of contact. Thought that was going to be a foul as well.
Here's Manning on the inside.
Good block.
There's Jaden Jones coming over the block. Ball going to be tied up. The arrow goes to Grandview.
That was a nice block. Good help side defense. Coming over for the block on Manning.
Here's Morris Jr. from downtown. And the rebound by Parks, and then he's fouled. Or that's Patterson, I beg your pardon. Dodie Day, a little emotional after the rebound, and now the officials are going to have a little word with the players and kind of calm the spirits here as we'll go to the other end, and Dodie Day will shoot some free throws here as both teams over the limit. As this will be a 1-and-1. I like Dodie there. He tipped the rebound, then grabbed the rebound. As we check in now with Dion.
Guys, on that last break, guys, they came down and Morse had easy here on the baseline, but he just kind of hesitated. It could have been a fast break, and they ended up not getting anything out of that trip.
Dodie, a 70% foul shooter, actually at 72%. At 14 in their state sectional win over Lafayette. Hit 1 out of 2, the lead at 4 for Grandview and the basketball. Winner to the Final Four in Springfield at the Hammond Student Center on the campus there of Missouri State University. Ball games to be played on the 15th in Springfield. And the loser of this game, your season will end right here at the Silverstein Eye Center's arena.
You see Grandview slowing it up, trying to use the clock now with a 4-point lead.
Boston down the baseline. Morris Jr. for 3. Short. Airball rebound to Patterson. Back the other way come the Knights. Ball is tipped by Morris Jr., who's very good at getting deflections. But Southeast keeps possession. Martavion Jones, fade back for 3. Short. Ball on the deck. And going to be tied up. The arrow this time to the Knights.
Martavion Jones tried the step back 3. I thought that was good. It's a tough shot, but he's one of the players who can take and make it. Good hustle that time, and it'll stay with the Knights.
Coach Carney, a graduate of Southeast, 1983. Played at Penn Valley for Coach Pullman, Fred Pullman, then played at Rockhurst University. Of course, Coach Morris played at Creighton University in Omaha. So both these guys are former players and coaches and just do a great job with both these programs as we get a timeout for Southeast. Let's take a look at the Class 4 bracket and how these teams advance to today's matchup. And there you see, winner of this game will take on either Sullivan or Logan Rogersville. Some of the other participants on the top half of the bracket for Class 4. Again, the Final Four, the 15th, with the finals on the 16th at the Hammond Center in Springfield. There's Steve Robertson, the athletic director of Grandview, does a great job. I say thanks to him. He's one of the true bright lights. Tell you what, you talk to Coach Robertson and you're not smiling afterwards, you're really having a bad day, because he always lifts my spirits. And of course, Mr. James Sanders with the IL does a great job with their district AD there. Of course, Jessica Bassett, the principal over there at Southeast. So many good folks involved with these teams, and still got a lot of time left in this one to decide who goes to the Final Four in 2019. Here's Jones working against Sorrells. Martavion. Good defense by Sorrells.
Really good defense by Sorrells. Jones playing around with it. Sorrells not playing around at all.
Just held his own there. Still want to get it into Martavion's hands. He goes off glass, no good. Sorrells flies in for the rebound.
And he was trying so hard to avoid that charge right there, and he missed the layup. But it was a great pass, a great play by the Knights.
Here's Sorrells attacking, blocked by Patterson. Ball fought for and goes out of bounds. Grandview will keep. Dodie Day Patterson, a guard. Michael playing underneath, getting rebounds, blocking shots.
Yeah, he's just a tough player, and you got to want it right now. This is for the Final Four.
Throw it in the backcourt. The freshman will chase it down. Here's Boston. Boston jump passes it to Morris, and they'll set up their offense now. Getting to be crunch time here. Grandview had a big lead of 13 in the second half. Southeast has come back, but I'm feeling it's going to be tight the rest of the way, as now they call a foul on Rashad Wilson.
I haven't seen this many fouls called in a state playoff game in a long time.
Now they'll send Reggie Morris to the stripe, and it's double bonus time awarded now to Reggie Morris. 2 shots to the coach's son. Morris Jr., a 75% foul shooter. Grandview has won 17 in a row. Southeast has won 10 in a row. Who wants to budge here late? 6-point lead now for Grandview. Here's Patterson. Doty Day attacking. Spins it up there, no good. Yarborough got the rebound. And Doty Day is injured in the paint. They'll stop play. Didn't see what happened, Michael. He might have stepped on another foot, maybe. I don't know.
I think he's cramping. Said his right.
He's pointing to his right side there.
Take a look at it right here. Goes up, comes down kind of awkwardly. He just catches a cramp. Yeah, his calf just cramps up right there. Ah. He's seeing it right on his calf. Coach Carney trying to get him stretched out. Trainer taking a look at him. That's a tough thing to catch it right in your calf muscle. That's a big loss right now for Southeast.
Tyreek Bradley in the Southeast lineup. As you take a look at Doty Day Patterson's day, it's about what he averages, 13 and 8 on the season. So I'll try to get him uncramped and back in the lineup. We got just over 3 minutes and some change left in this Class 4 state quarterfinal game. Winner goes to the Final Four. Gonna get some perspiration off the floor before we get back to playing. Girls game will follow in Class 4. Coming up next, we've got Lincoln Prep taking on the Kearney girls to see who goes to the girls' Final Four in Springfield. Then you got 2 more in Class 5 to follow right after this.
Yeah, Lincoln Prep girls suffered a huge loss, and Amari Khan tearing her ACL.
Wow, I saw her do that. They thought it was maybe a hamstring injury, and we were wondering about her. She went down. We saw her injured at Liberty North. Yeah, she got back in the game. They had that therapeutic tape on the back of her hamstring, and she kept playing, and now I was wondering about her. I talked to Coach Atkins right after that game. He said, I don't know what her status is. Well, that's a good update there. I was wondering about Amari Khan prior to the game. So Michael has the inside information, and she's a major star for them. She's a Division I prospect.
Oh, yeah. Offers already Oklahoma State, TCU, UCLA, Tulane. She has a lot of offers. Tore her ACL, but she's an athlete. Her mother is assistant coach for the Tigers. Her father, Cornel Khan, another former professional basketball player, played at Metro Tech back in the day. So we know she's going to be back. That'll be our game coming up after this one. But a good one here. Still a lot of time left. 3:19. Grandview up by 6.
Well, after they got the perspiration off the floor, we're ready for basketball. It'll be Grandview basketball, trying to go back to the Final Four where they won the state championship last year. Oddly enough, they had to play a Kansas City team to win that state championship. They beat Ray South for the title. Now we see Southeast with a little token backcourt pressure. Now they'll back off. Yarborough in trouble. Finds Morris Jr. for a three. And battle for the rebound. And they said Yarborough had the rebound, but he was on the baseline. It'll be Southeast ball. As easy back in for Grandview. Yarborough will check out. There's Martavion Jones, the handoff.
Nice.
And Vegas Bradley gets the easy deuce.
That was a nice drop off that time. Down 4, Southeast is right where you want to be. Have to play smart on both ends of the floor, but Grandview has to stay aggressive, not allowing the clock to be their friend right now.
Sorrells out to Boston. Both these teams right at their scoring average as we play here in the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter. And now a foul on Rashad Wilson. And Sorrells will shoot free throws here. He'll shoot 2 for Grandview. Already mentioned he is their top foul shooter. And he is their leading scorer in the ball game. Remember when he kind of broke in, Michael, sophomore? Who's this little guy, sophomore, hitting all those threes? But he's become quite a player.
He really has. Confidence has gone through the roof. But he's worked. He's put in the work off the court in the off season, and it's showing this season as well.
He's definitely a college prospect. 1 out of 2, the lead at 5 now. Dodie Day Patterson back out after the cramp. Can't go easy on Parks here. Trying to pull the big guy away from the basket, maybe to set up something for Martavion Jones. Now, Parks a long 3. Martavion Jones flying in for the rebound, tapped it out. It'll be Grandview ball.
Not a good shot.
Finishing games. Let's see who can do it here. Free throws, turnovers. All important components of closing out a basketball game. And now a reach-in foul on Rashad Wilson. And that'll be his 3rd, and that'll send Sorrells back to the stripe here.
Take a look at it right here.
Did he go through the body?
I mean, what's through the body? You touch the ball and you don't hit the person with the ball. It shouldn't be a foul, but you can reach across the body. I don't know why officials think that's something that you can't do. You can reach across the body. You just can't hit the person with the ball.
And the lead back up to 7. Sorrells with 19 as we get a timeout on the floor for Grandview. It'll be a full timeout for the Bulldogs as the lead now is expanded to 7 here. And we've got under 2 minutes to play in this state quarterfinal game for Missouri Class 4. Let's check in now with Dion.
Well, guys, you see Sorrells at the line, and he's going to be the guy down the stretch. I feel like he's going to be the one with the ball in his hands. He's 3 or 4 here in the last minute. If he can hit about 3 more free throws, I think they might be enough to salt it away, but they can't give up big plays down on the other end with the 3-pointers.
All right, thanks, Dion. Girls action will follow. Kearney, Lincoln Prep. Boys action in Class 5. We next after that, William Chrisman and Lee Summit North. And we've got a 7:45 girls game in Class 5, North Kansas City and Lee Summit West. So a lot of basketball coming your way on Spectrum Sports. As it's state quarterfinals Saturday in Missouri as Martavion Jones the bucket and the foul. As Sorrells looked like he'd given ground there, but they still got him for the foul. And Jones will have a chance at the three-point play here.
Well, Jones initiates the contact right there and gets the foul. Opportunity to pull his team back to within 4, still within striking distance of the Bulldogs.
In and out. Oh my, that was halfway down. Martavion, 16 of his 18 in the second half. Sorrells weaving through the traffic. Play it inside to Manning. A double team comes. Manning goes up and scores, the freshman.
Good job. If you're confused down there, don't know what to do with it.
Blocked by Reggie Morris Jr. as Jones tried the three.
Getting down to it now. Jones with 4 fouls. Doesn't want to foul out of the game.
Grandview fans feeling it as Wilson fouling Boston, and it'll be free throws for Elijah Wand Boston of Grandview. As we're under a minute to play in regulation.
Well, good job by Manning. Understanding the double team was coming, just using his size and athleticism to score that bucket as Boston knocks down the first free throw for Grandview to put them up 8.
Hitting free throws late. Key for Grandview. Sorrells and Boston connecting, and back to a 9-point lead. And Wilson with a long three. Easy tried to go up for the rebound, tapped it out. It'll be Southeast basketball. They'll have it at the baseline. Coach Carney's team down by 9 here. Still time left. Jones trying to get freed up for a shot. Drive and kick. Dodie Day Patterson for 3. That's what they need, and the quick timeout by Southeast.
That was a big shot right there. 2-possession game. A nice kick out by Jones. And Dodie standing in there. One motion. He's deep as well as NBA range, knocking that one down to pull his team to within 6.
Girls waiting in the foyer to get in here and play some basketball. Lincoln Prep and Kearney will get after it, and that should be a good one. There they are. Jeff Atkins, the coach of Lincoln Prep. Troy Ressler of Kearney. They've already played once this year, early in the year, and Lincoln Prep won that game. And I'll tell you what, folks, the only game that matters is the quarterfinal game.
That's right.
Six-point lead. Grandview going to work against the backcourt pressure. Here's Morris Jr. Into the front court, hands it off to Manning, who'll slam it home. Well, Michael said, when you're in doubt and you're a 9th grader, just throw it in the basket.
That's it. Just go up there and dunk it. Good job, Morris breaking the press. Coming up, Manning. That was the capper right there.
Here's Bradley for 3. It's short. Jaden Jones, the offensive rebound. The turnaround shot short. Southeast able to keep it alive, get it to their star player, Jones. Shot no good. And the ball is Grandview's. And the faithful from Grandview. You hear the crowd rising. Now Sorrells is fouled in the backcourt. Good sportsmanship shown by Wilson to help him up. But for a second straight year, the Bulldogs from Grandview are headed to the Final Four.
It was a tough battle against the Southeast Knights. A couple of calls didn't go their way, a couple of shots didn't fall down because they had the Bulldogs on their heels, but the Bulldogs are tested. They're battle tested. They've been through these type of things. Their last game even was a close game, and so they knew what they wanted to do coming into this season, make it back to state. And in 9.5 seconds, they'll be back.
Yeah, 2 losses this year to Fort Osage in the William Jewell tournament, and they lost to Lawrence as well in the tournament. Sorrell's the leading scorer, 21 points. Here's Martavion Jones, no good. Tip try is up and good by Warner, and that'll do it. Grandview's going to the Final Four for the 2nd straight year. So the defending state champs will have a chance to defend their crown down in Springfield Mo. Congratulations to Reggie Morris Sr. 27-2 are his Bulldogs, and they're going to the Final Four in 2019. Southeast will end their season at 24-5. We're back with our MVP of the game, brought to you by Midland Marble and Granite. Final score in the state quarterfinals for Class 4. Grandview going to the Final Four for a 2nd straight year, 69-61. And time now for Dion to talk to our MVP of the game, DeAndre Sorrells. We're having some issues with the microphone, but let's take a look at the senior guard in action, Michael. He's a very good 3-point shooter and got hot early from downtown.
Yeah, he really did. Got it going early. Ended up with 21 points, 2 rebounds on the night, but made some clutch buckets as well. I always seem to be in the right spot at the right time. Pulling up transition threes, it didn't matter. He had it all going in his bag tonight as he leads the Grandview Bulldogs back to state for the 2nd year in a row.
Special thanks to the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Thanks to our school's athletic director, Steve Robertson of Grandview, James Sanders with the IL. Our producer's been Joe Novacek, for Michael Watson, Dion Clisso, and our entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew. Kevin White saying so long from the boys Class 4 state quarterfinals of 2019. Our final, once again, Grandview defeats Southeast 69-61 as we say goodnight from the Silverstein Eye Centers Arena in Independence, Missouri.